All right, this is game two. First game, I think we got a little the better of. Not enough to really push. You played very cleanly, um, but a little better. And that makes me think I should stick, especially because we're playing this game immediately after. And also, I think I would like to see how it does on first turn. The downside is he has seen it once. And while I think it's a decent hand, it could be. So the reason it's gimmicky is not that I think it's particularly bad against like a normal hand. It's that I don't want someone to familiarize themselves with its up down problems. Do we want to switch to Yunas? I don't think so. So I think if we're going to play this hand type, this is the hand. Do we want to switch to Nuge instead of 2888? But the 2 is so nice because the 2 gives same walls. I'm going to run it again. I'm going to run this the second time. I think it performed well, and I think first turn is hopeful. I think first turn, like, I would like to see how this hand does with first turn. Now, that can be a reason you stick with something too long. But he hasn't had, he has the 7 minutes here. He had a couple minutes between games. He has 10 minutes. I don't think this is enough to fully counter it. And I don't think that's Deli's habit either. I think Deli finds more value in like getting used to a rule set, getting used to how cards work together, than kind of switching to punish the opponent, right? That he really figures out the hand he's using and gains familiarity there. On the other hand, he does tend to card select. And that means even if he's inputting the same hand in card select, it gives him a chance, like, rather than having the hand saved, it gives him a chance to look at each card again and think about whether he wants to change it. And so I think if you're gonna stick with hands, but hands that are built around cards and synergies you like, card select is a reasonable way to deal with it. Okay, we have the same matchup again, second turn again. 8A47 has pluses in 2 and 8. 5873 has a plus in 3. And 2 of my cards, but none of the ones that want to go there, have pluses in 7. And one has a plus in 3 that also, this, gotta flip them, just like last game. Flip the poisons and the rocks. A828 is again safe if it wants to be. 818A is not safe, whether or not it wants to be. Again, none of the elements, neither of the corners that don't have an element, I want the corners that don't have an element to not have an element next to them as well. And instead they do. And 8847 is very powerful, actually. And specifically, if 8847 lands in 8 and 9 is occupied, that is safe. That's really important. It could also land in 2, and that 7 facing out could be unfightable. I wish I could switch 2621 to 2632, but the card isn't there or it doesn't have an element. Either way, can't do it. Given all his 7s to the left, maybe I should have thought about the 7636 switch. I think I should have done that. I should have switched A828 to Nuge and 2676 to 7636. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. Can you build hands while playing a game? Create hand. Sorry, you're in a game. Nice, we can. Okay. So, what's the adaption here? I still believe in 818A. A828 has the same benefits that or Nuge has the same benefits as A828, except wait, Nuge is FF10 too. Duh. Except the one is not good. Level 5, though, the 7636 might be a beast. We'll make sure he hasn't moved, but Deli's not going to move that quickly on the first turn. 7636. And then we have our classic level 1 pair. There's not a 2888, is there? No, I'd know about it. 2621. And I liked how 2326 worked. I don't think I want to switch to a 2162. What deck is this from? Looks like FF11 maybe? Where's FF? There. That's 12, I guess. Is that 12? I don't know. I think that's 12. TW15, QF, adapted. Might line up better. Just an idea. I think it's useful to figure out adaptions during the game, because it lets you jump right into the next game and have some thoughts ready to go. I think 8784, the Piggy adaptation, might work. It is very similar to Deli's hand. And I'm somewhat hesitant to jump to something so similar to an opponent's hand, but it feels like it might line up well against it. We have messages. Yeah, Akiyama says I'm not getting first turn with that 2621 and 7. That is what I'm trying to play. I'm trying to just land 2621 and 7. That's what we're going for. So first game went favorably, but not favorably enough to feel like something good is coming. On the other hand, not poorly enough to make either of us think we should switch. Yeah. I like the idea of hitting his 7s to the left. I think it's possible. What if I switched 818A for 87A4? Does that help anything? Maybe that's a better switch than Nuge? Okay. So he immediately blocks 9, so that 8847 can land just incredibly well in 8. That's annoying. Deli, you're annoying. You should know. Okay. Oh, and 5873 is a +1 as well. Shoot. I had an idea, but now I don't. All right. What if we played 818A and 6? That's all I got. What if we do that? Does that do anything? I don't know. We don't have a capture in 8, so there is a legitimate threat here. That's annoying. Like I said, Deli is annoying, which makes me think we should take it off the board. If I go in 8, does he have a big setup in 2? I'm sorry, if I go in 6, does he have a big setup in 2? No, he has the +1/3. What am I doing? Of course that's not safe. What are we doing here? What are we doing? I don't think I can ever take that 7. And it's really annoying that he can have another 7 out from 6 if I go in some square like 1. Okay, this game's going to be a bad game for me. He has the plus and 2. Should I go 2? No, my cards are really clunky this game. This feels very bad to me. Because 6 is such a good square for him as well. Because I don't have 3. Do I go 2? I know I said that before. But do I go 2? Oh, I hate where the elements are. Okay. 2, 6, 7, 6, and 6. He has the stupid plus wall with Elena. Oh no. 2, 6, 2, 1, and 1. Okay, that 6 is a real problem for him. He does have a way to capture it, but the combos back are scary for him. Maybe 2, 6, 2, 1, and 1. It's kind of the default move. 2, 6, 2, 1, and 1. But then if he goes 6, do I have to go 4? Ugh, I hate this. No captures on board. I think I should go 2, 6, 2, 1, and 1. But I really don't like this spot. There's a lot of stuff there that's very annoying. The elements are really badly placed for me. Just really badly placed. Elena in 6. I don't see anything else. All right. This game, whatever happens, I am not pleased with my hand. And it might be that the elements lined up really badly for me. I think they did, right? they very much surround all the squares he wants and not the squares I want. But that is also a really strong indicator this isn't working for me. I'm thinking Elena 6, Malboro, and 4. Not a type of move I like to make. Fact move I really hate to make. But that's what I'm thinking. I'm really lucky that if he goes 8 8 4 7 and 2, that 4 2 3 1 doesn't have both 5 and 3. There's a lot there, and it's going to be really hard to calculate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for something with more clarity. Like, what if I play 8 1 8 A and 3? Does that force the action usefully? I think the answer is just no, though. It does not. But we'll have to look at that, and then if I don't find something I think is clear, I will play 2 6 7 6 and 4 because that's what there is. Um, and if they go safely in 7, oh, my idea doesn't work. I was thinking I could play 8 1 8 A actually safely in 5, but they have 8 with 5 8 7 3 in the plus. All right, not a good miscalculation. But I still might have a 8 2 8 in 5 because 2 6 2 3 is a plus in 2, and that 3 to the right isn't safe because 5 8 7 3 gets the plus 1. Ah, gosh darn it. That's. Ah. 5 8 7 3 is too good. That might not work at all. Oh, this is gonna be a difficult one. Maybe I can go 2 3 2 6 and 4. Just keep more powerful cards. Try to play against their left weakness. Sort of. Not enough of a weakness. It's not enough of a weakness. I think after 6, 8 1 8 A and 3 is just they just take it. They're up way too much. Don't have 8. 8 1 8 A and 2 is not the answer. I'm really skeptical of 7. We've seen people losing a lot with 7. And notably, A828 isn't even safe there. So I think I'll be going 4. I hate going 4. And I think I need an answer specifically to 8 8 4 7 and 7. 4213 might just wreck me in some endgames. That's very annoying. So much to be annoyed by. This has not gone. This has not gone smoothly. Now, I have a really useful +1 and 7 for Marlborough, actually. If I go 2, 3, 2, 6, and 4, then Marlborough being able to recapture in 7 is genuinely delightful. Like the saving grace of my position if they go like 5. Alright, they have picked up 8197. I think we will be seeing it land in 6. And then, yeah, now we feel miserable for a while. And we think about 2, 3, 2, 6, and 4. If they go in 2, we can combo. You know, things, it's hard for things to be that bad when you have a combo. And what's more, they gave us access to 6 if they do that. So I don't think he'll go in 2. If he goes in 3, there is a good chance we have a decent move in either 7 or 2. I'm not too scared of that. I think the problem is 7. So 2, 3, 2, 6, 4, 8, A, 4, 7, 7. Now, the line I wanted was 8, 1, 8, A, 5, but that just gives them a combo in 8. And then I wanted A8, 2, 8, 5, because 2, 3, 2, 6 combos back in 2 and is safe, but it's not safe because 5, 8, 7, 3 is the +1. On the other hand, 6, 4, we can play A8, 2, 8, and 8. I think that holds. I think I'm gonna play in 4 because I just don't see what else has hope. And I don't know that spending more time here gives there a better chance to see something. So if 2, 3, 2, 6, and 4, 5, 8, 7, 3, and 7, I have the plus wall in 8, and my 8 facing up is good. It's a good 8. There's something good in the position. If they play 4, 2, 1, 3 in 7, then we don't combo them, but we can play safely in 8. And we should be okay. We should be okay. If they go in 5, I think we can sequence 2, 6, 7, 6 in 7 and A8, 2, 8 in 2 to hold the tie. If they go in 8, they go in 8. But what are they putting in 8? Now it's really hard for them to have 5 after they go 8. Yeah, they don't ever have enough, I think. I think it's 2, 3, 2, 6, and 4. I think it has to be done. And I think it holds. But I'm very unhappy about it. Extremely unhappy about it. Can't play this hand again. At least not quite the same. This is a miserable position. That's, of course, assuming I hold. So 2, 3, 2, 6, and 4. 8, 8, 4, 7, and 7. What's my plan? A8, 2, 8, and 8. They go 2, I go 5, I'm fine. If they go 5, either card, I can play 2, 6, 7, 6, and 2. I'm fine. And if they go in 3, I can play 2, 6, 7, 6, and 2. Yeah. All right, we're going to play it, and come what will. But, yeah, we will be stopping after this game regardless of what happens, but there's a very good chance I'm about to lose here. You know what's that? Oh, no, it doesn't work. Okay. I was going to say, it would be funny if I lost to 8, 8, 4, 7, and 5. Because actually 5, 8, 7, 3, and 4, 2, 3, 1 humorously combo a whole bunch of stuff I have there. I do hold there. It is okay. I think. But scary. I think. I should hold. I have 2. Now, if when I have 2, they have 3 in reply, sure. But 2 flips a bunch of stuff for me. So I think I can start in 8 and then go 2. It should be okay. I said this position sucks in our group chat because I'm deeply unhappy about it, as stated. But I don't see how I lose. And I think that's really important because if I see how I lose, then Deli will see how I lose. But if I'm losing and I don't see how I lose, maybe he won't see it either, right? And I might not be losing. This might hold. There was a game we played in a recent chat tournament. We had 2 games. Deli just drew the worst randoms. They were horrendous. But there was a random where I basically could play safely. It wasn't quite like this. Uh, it was in 7 and 8 instead of 6 and 9. But I basically had this similar safe pair. And so I had cards in 7 and 8, and he had cards in 3. And he played in 2, and there was not actually a win. I was winning before I went in 8, but it was safe. It looked so good. I don't blame myself for missing that one. But he found a just fantastic hold. And I'm hoping this is kind of a similar thing, though obviously I gave this hand to myself. I didn't draw it as a bad random. Really importantly, that 5873 doesn't have 5, and basically never has 5. And now we wait for the end. And we think about what we've done. And whether we deserve to have to suffer through these positions. Maybe we do. Maybe you can't play a gimmick hand like this. But I really thought, especially from the first game. So it's hard to judge. How much was this my hand not working and not covering stuff? And how much was it that like the elements were so good for him here? Right? Like the 8847 had elements and great squares in a lot of lines. The 2517 and 8197 kind of army of safety is because the elements are in terrible squares for me, right? 8, 5, and to a lesser extent 3, but the element in 3, I guess, actually doesn't matter because he is the element in 2, but at least one of the elements in 2 or 3 changing, or 5 or 8. I guess 2 needs to change, but you get my point. I think the elements were really bad here, except the 1 and 7, which again might be a saving grace if he goes 5. Because having that safety is really nice. I need 2 cards with decent power to the right, and that element gives me a second one. But no more running this hand. Obviously, the reason we might not run it again is we might have lost. I don't want to spend too much time calculating because we're going to have to calculate as soon as the turn starts, and calculating with Eon is exhausting. So I want to be kind of fresh and ready to think after his move, because we might be in a situation where there's like one tie to find, right? If there's no ties to find, then it doesn't matter, well, how long we think. But if there's like one tie to find, and it seems very likely there will be relatively few paths to a tie, we need to be ready to find those paths. Have I mentioned I hate Elemental? I don't actually think I have. It does make for one thing that's nice about Elemental. Say something positive today, One thing that's nice about Elemental is it does mean each game is quite different. But the thing that's bad about Elemental is this just happened to me. I didn't deserve it. Maybe I did. I think I do at this point think I've held. I think like if Deli saw the win with 2 minutes on the, like calculated the win from minute 6 to minute 3, he'd have played it by minute 2, right? He's looking for some way to apply maximal pressure. I think, though maybe also he's found something. But I think I miraculously held, and I think that poison in 7 is to thank, but we can't give too much credit to elements this game. The reason 8, 4, 7, and 5 is a funny move is because it's the one move that covers 2, 6, 7, 6, and 7. Or the one move I've seen. That doesn't mean there isn't another. On the other hand, if we did hold this, then I was saying when watching Vid Akiyama, I think this is a very difficult set to defend on. I think defense is really hard. And if I found a good defensive move of a type I normally have trouble finding, I hate this kind of Z setup position. That's really good for me. Okay. He goes 8. Now, the really important thing I thought here was he doesn't have double captures in 5. So if I play something in 7, if he plays 5, 8, 7, 3, and 5, I have 2, 6, 7, 6, and 2. I'm good. If he plays 8, 8, 4, 7, and 5, I have 8, 1, 8A. We're good. So the instinct is use A8, 2, 8, and 7. But bear with me. He can also go in 2. Now, if he goes in 2, we play 8, 1, 8A, and 5, and we're fine. With 8, 8, 4, 7. If he goes in 2 with 5, 8, 7, 3, we also go in 5, and we're fine. Are we actually winning every line I've checked so far? No! There's a funny line. Okay, we'll come back to that. But actually, no. If we go in 7, and he goes 8, 8, 4, 7, and 5, then if we combo, he combos everything back. So we actually have to play 2, 6, 7, 6, and 2, which luckily does tie, but it's scarier than I wanted it to be. Okay. So let's start over. 8, 8, 2, 8, 7. He goes 5, 8, 7, 3, 5. We combo in 2. Yeah. I'm just so scared of elemental and weirdness now. Okay, we do combo in 2. If he goes 8, 8, 4, 7, and 5, he only flips 4. It's 5, 5, 5. We can play Marlboro in 2. He doesn't flip it. We're fine. If he goes in 2, if he goes 8, 8, 4, 7, and 2, we combo. We're good. And we don't ever flip 6, so we don't get comboed back. If he goes 5, 8, 7, 3, and 2, we flip stuff. We're good. Okay. If he goes in 3, if he goes 5, 8, 7, 3 in 3, we play 8, 1, 8A in 5. 12, 13, 13. Nothing extra combos. We're good. If he plays 8, 8, 4, 7, and 2, I guess we can play... Oh, sorry, in 3. Then we can play either card in 2, I guess, and we tie? It's ugly, but I think it does tie. 6, 11, 15, 13, or 12. Yeah, should tie. It is ugly, though. So it turns out we didn't need 8-1, 8A. It was never super useful. Could we start with 8-1, 8A, and 7? If they go 5-8, 7-3, and 5, we combo them. If they go 8A, 7-4, we still have 2-6, 7-6 for 2. If they go in 2, we can still go 5, and we're fine. If and we don't accidentally combo anything. No, we don't. Okay. And if they go in 3, we can play A8, 2-8 in 5, and it's just all more comfortable looking. So I think 8-1, 8A, and 7 is the way I should do this. There's nothing in any other square. I should say that in advance. So let's just double check because we have the time. 8-1, 8A, and 7. If they go 5-8, 7-3, and 5, doesn't get +1, please. If it does, I'm going to be really upset because it doesn't show that element. But doesn't get the +1. It only flips one thing. And we combo back. If 8A, 4, 7, we don't combo anything. We're fine. We hold. If they go 2, we're fine. If they go 5-8, 7-3, and 3, block 5. We hold. Nothing extra is comboed by the 6 + 7 = 10 + 3. And if they go 8-8, 4, 7, and 3, we have the simpler than the other line, A8, 2-8, and 5. And I think we held here, but this is miserable. Second turn sucks. Second turn sucks. 9, 1, 6, 4. On the other hand, if we held here, can we hold anything? Like, what could have gone worse? Elemental-wise. Like, no, I should not talk myself into sticking with this hand. I'll try to work out a counter hand for the next time we play. I'll try to, something balanced, but something that adapts better to what he's doing. Because this sucked. This was a really unpleasant game. But I thought there was a very good chance of me losing. On my my quality score at each moment in a game, and it can't be applied because this is an elemental game, but estimates kind of win probability of both players. And I would think like the first game I probably peaked at 60 some. It was generally between like 50 and 62%. This game I think Delial was up around 80. I think this was a much bigger press, and I don't think he missed a win. Right? I don't think he missed anything. I think I held legitimately. But I think my odds of holding this game were very slim. And that's probably not something worth repeating. He has 3 sevens to the right. I've really got to think about running 8-7, A4. Possibly just as replacement for 8-1, 8A. Just straight replacement. Might be able to run the same hand otherwise. There's a lot of spots where that 7 ain't cutting it. Like, it really needs to be touching the wall, right? I am not sure. I really like the 10-10, 5-1-1 strategy. Again, I think first turn is favored here. I think we did what we could. And we got to be happy with that. holding 2 second turns is a perfectly good start to a match. We went 5. And now we're going to play, I guess, either card in 2. It is funny, though, if I'd kept 818A, right? 818A and 2 looks real tempting, but there's a whole combo chain there. It might still just be a tie. But I didn't figure it out. That's okay. I think we'll use the 8. It's the card that if I misclick, it's still a tie. But we're going to go into. Ooh. This was very close. Very dangerous. And I did not enjoy it at all. So there you go. Should I change hands? There's the question. And the answer is yes.